operations at Atlanta Marriott Century Center. It's just north of Atlanta. I am 29 years old. I am now in 30 days going to celebrate 8 years with the Marriott. I could not be prouder of my career or where I've come, so it is so cool for me to have this opportunity to share with you my passion for both hospitality and the Marriott today. So I want to tell you that 8 years ago, my first job with the Marriott, I was a restaurant server, and I have joined the management team. So I have been in my management career with the Marriott. I have been a banquet manager, I have been a restaurant supervisor, I have been a banquet supervisor, I have been an event manager, and now I am a director of event planning and ops. So for me, why I love event management is because I think you probably have heard from people in my field before, no day is ever the same. Many days sometimes start out as organized and easy breezy as if you were coming to school on a regular day. Other days start out with helping to set my own rooms if there's been chaos in the morning in banquets, or assisting a client to get to wherever they needed to be for the day. But I will tell you that planning and operations makes up event management. When we say planning and operations, the planning piece of it really has to do with getting to know the customer, and it's always after a contract has been signed with that customer. They're already coming to the hotel, they have space secured, the allotted number of rooms that are going to be assigned for this group has been determined. In event planning, then we get the opportunity to really dig into the details with the customer. Who are your attendees that are coming with you? What will they be doing? How can I help to assist to make a flawless event for you and your group? We really dig in. Event planners are responsible in establishing the relationship with the customer. Event management is all about the entire event that they're going to have with us. So we are responsible for pre-planning, we're responsible for their event while on property, and then we're also responsible for them after they leave. How'd it go? How can we get you back? What do we need to do better next time? And then billing is always a big piece of their post-event and what we do with the group after they're gone. Event managers are really part of the event planning process, and then there's event operators. Our banquet captains, banquet supervisors, you may have heard the term event concierge, coffee break attendants, banquet service staff, that's all in the operations. So for me, I'm responsible for planning and operations. I have one event manager, one group housing coordinator, an event coordinator, 2 leaders in banquets, and 26 service staff. We have 25,000 square feet of space at the hotel, so that's 2 ballrooms, a total of 16 meeting rooms. We have 287 sleeping rooms, and we have a restaurant on property, a Starbucks on property, and a huge atrium lobby that we have had the pleasure of doing lots of fun events in. I work a lot of Tuesday through Saturdays. My customers are in Monday through Friday, so it's important for me to be in the hotel as much as I can during the work week, but on Saturdays we typically have a large events, right? 320 plated, typical for a Saturday. 200 for buffets, or we might have 200 in one ballroom and 300 in another ballroom, and we're feeding them at the exact same time. I partner with the chef, I partner with the banquet captain, I partner with the front office manager, and I partner with the restaurant manager. I am always there when there's big things going on. So I help plate up, I help make sure all the food gets to hotbox, I make sure all the hot boxes get to the right place in the back aisles. I really am there to support the staff that is working. So that's why I love the field that I'm in. I will tell you that it was most important to me to find a mentor in the hotel when I was kind of growing up with Marriott, because I was able to ask a senior manager what it took to get to every different position and kind of establish a relationship to make sure that they were going to be really comfortable telling me some candid feedback. Whose responsibility is your career? Is your mom?
No.
Your teacher?
No.
Your boss?
No.
No, it's you, right?
Yes.
So if you are responsible for your career, you need to find out what interests you most, and what are the things you need to learn to get to where you want to be, right? So for me, I was always told by one of my favorite bosses in the whole world that I could never manage someone to do something that I didn't know how to do personally. So my personal mission was to learn everything that I would touch as an event manager, which meant the restaurant, which meant the kitchen, which meant banquets. So that's why I set up my own career path to do all of those things. I have worked in my 8 years in 5 different states, in 6 different hotels, and I am in a market right now in Atlanta where we have almost 50 products about the Marriott or how you get a job with the Marriott. Greatjobs.marriott.com. Greatjobs.marriott.com will show you all opportunities in the city. You show up looking your best, professional, making sure that you have a clean starched shirt on, making sure that your hair looks great, making sure, man or woman, hair looks good, your nails are trimmed, they would want to eat if you were serving it. That's what I always tell my staff. Fingernails, so important. If you have dirty fingernails, man or woman, and you're in the food service industry, I don't want to eat what you're serving. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm sorry, but I don't want it. So you look great. You make sure that you go knowing what you're applying for, and you have a reason for wanting that job. It's not, I just need a job. Can I tell you how many times I've heard that? Can I tell you how many times that's gone, okay, see you later, thanks for coming. No, thank you. We hire passionate people. We hire people that want to do what we're doing. We hire people that want to be me on their next, 5 years down the road. That's so important, so very important. So don't expect to go for an interview at a Marriott and think that you are just going to get in where you fit in, because it's just so not how we roll. You have to have a reason why you want that job. So see what drives you in the hospitality business. Understand what departments they touch. Learn everything you can about those departments. In my opinion, some front office knowledge is important. Banquet operations is huge. I will tell you that I think the best entry-level position in the hotel right now is a position we call event concierge. Event concierge is responsible for learning everything about banquets, but also being in the hip of the meeting planner's pocket and making sure that the team does what they need to do in order to, in the event planner's mind, have a successful event. We do have interns. Of course, with what has happened with the economy, we have less than we used to, but we see it building back up, and we see more interns, especially over our busy months. So we're busy in October and November, right before we see the holidays, and we see everyone going on vacation and stuff. That's one busy time. We're busy really in January and February. March and April a little bit softer. People start going on spring break. When we're busy, you'll see on greatjobs.marriott.com we post internships. Alright, well thank you guys. This is so fun for me, and I get energy from talent like you.